So nowadays, I can say like in the market, you can see like Azure, if you are aware like the cloud part, and some of the already know about that other cloud part, because our LWP is already organizing the classes that done by Rahul sir. That one is the AWS, and right now we are planning to come on the Azure, because as we can see like right now Azure is also grooming fast, and it is providing lots of features. Lots of features means like I can say like any IT organization, can you imagine without Microsoft that can be survive? So Azure, they have that Microsoft providing such platform. And the most beautiful part is like Azure is like when you are going to use that Azure, then your ecosystem means I can tell you, like if you are going to use Office 365, and if you are implemented some of the uh, cloud platform, like one of the example, just I am telling you like Logic app nothing but it is just event based I can say like triggering that some information, passing some information system A to B. And if you want to integrate that particular things in the Office 365, then it is really great. Like you can in few click you can easily configure. And not only the Office 365, like some organization they are using SharePoint, some of the organization they are going some Microsoft login process. So all these things we can easily implement there. So right now I can tell you like organization is adopting Azure platform, and in this scenario, in the current era, I can tell you like if you know AWS, that is good. But if you know AWS and Azure, that is very good, because sometime it happen like the client, those are already using the AWS, they are trying to move in Azure. Then what happen like they are just using uh, I can say like they are just planning to move that their own premises server or their current organization into the AWS or in Azure. Then frequently they are planning to do the, if you know that multiple cloud, then it is really enhance your profile, as well as it give you the rich value. Because sometime it happen like the project where I have worked, some part they are going to use AWS and some part they are going to use Azure. And the guy who is expert in AWS, they are coming to know like okay, how we can do this thing in Azure. So for technology perspective, I can tell you like if you are expert in AWS or in Azure or both, if you have both knowledge, then you are rock. I can tell you in one sentence, because in the market right now, if you know the cloud, if you in your profile there is AWS and Azure, then I can tell you like they are just going to bargain like how much you want. So these are the things related to that Azure, and this one I can tell you like it is based on like technology, like what technology you are aware, like you are expert in Java, .NET, or in data science, or Python, or Node.js, uh, that we are going to be covered, like which technology we are going to be used and what are the things. But I'm from the Microsoft background, so we are going to focus on the .NET part mainly. But I can cover you all those things, like how it is going to be implemented in Java, how it is going to be implemented in Python, how it is going to be implemented in PHP, how it is going to be worked on all those things. So right now we are going to, I have already tell you like once that particular course is completed, you can easily show your like you have 4 years of experience and level like level 3. You can do anything like any interview, like if you want, if we are also giving you like interview questions, like how organization is going to be worked, and what are the questions going to be asked when you are going to be go for interview. So all those things we are going to groom you. So I can tell you, like, don't be shy or don't be panic on related to Azure. We are here to help you out. So if you face any difficulty or anything, either that question is very silly or that question is very tough, you can just shoot out to us. We are going to take care all those responsibility. So as we have mentioned here, like, we are going to cover, like, in our demo session, we are going to cover like this platform as a service, and that one is the e-commerce based application, and all those things we are going to be covered here. And a similar way, we are going to circulate this course curriculum, or you can get that course curriculum via LWPLab as well. But at the end, one point I'm going to highlight here, like zero touch infrastructure development and deployment in cloud. So this part I want to focus here, like, once we are going to end of this particular session, or I can say like this particular mm, batches, then we are going to just one click, we are going to deploy whatever project we are going to do, we are going to just deploy it into the cloud platform, and we are going to provide you the URL, or you are going to provide us URL, because at the end of the project 7 you guys are going to be expert, and you are going to provide the URL to us, and we are going to check like how it is going to be. And we are also going to cover like like the process, like we are also giving you some homework, like create some small project at your own. If you face any difficulty, just let us know. And a study material, recording video, whatever things you want, we are going to provide you. And if you think like some extra documentation or some extra thing required, just you are going to highlight us, so that basically give us a scope as well to improve, because we are family. So that one is really very helpful. I can just ask you one questions here. Like, suppose right now there is one system, like you are working for us, all of you, you are working for us, and you are planning to host your application, and you don't have cloud, any cloud. We are not going to implement any cloud. Then how you are going to host your application? Like, in you are going to create some server, or you are going to create in your PC, you are going to install IIS. So in this scenario, I have asked you question like, we are going to create our own tradition on premises server, correct? And we are going to take care everything, whatever things is required, like application we need to take care, data we need to take care, runtime, middleware, OS, visual virtualization, server, storage, networking, everything we need to take care. But when we are planning to move into the cloud, then there is some features is already available. So right now, two things. One is coming as infrastructure as a service, means they are going to provide you this set of information. Means cloud, they are going to provide you this set of information. Like, they are going to give you server, storage, networking, and virtualization. And we need to take care all these things, like application, data, runtime, middleware, and OS, based on our application. So that one is a typical infrastructure as a services. So we are going to just take that infrastructure from cloud platform, any cloud, either AWS or Azure, and after that, rest all part, that one is going to be take care, like application, data, runtime, middleware, and everything. Now, cloud think like AWS or Azure, they think like, okay, why not we are providing that some special privilege, because sometimes it happen like some application that OS is fixed and middleware is fixed and runtime is fixed. If we are going to provide that user to only take care like application and data, so if we are going to take care the application and data, then all this part is managed by cloud vendor. So what happen like ultimately how it is going to benefit our work? It is going to be benefit our work like we are less bothered about that infrastructure. We are only focused on the application development. Whatever things coming in our daily work, we are going to just do our work based on that task whatever they are going to be assigned, and we are just going to push our changes into that platform as a services, and after that it is going to be go there, and we are ready to use that application. So that new part is coming like platform as a services. And third part like software as a services. So everything that one is going to be take care by cloud. We don't need to worry about what application, how data we are going to be maintaining and how it is going to be. So typical example, we are using Office 365 email server. We don't know when we are sending that email, receiving email, which database they are going to be saved and how it is going to be work, what are the things we are going to be managed. So instead of bothering all those things, we are only focused to writing the email, sending the email, receiving the email. So just we are going to use as a client. So in on high level, I can tell you like based on our project requirement, there is three type of services is provided by the cloud environment. I can say like any cloud environment. It is not Azure or AWS or Google, anyone, any cloud environment right now, that one is provided by this type of these three features. So sometime it happen like some features that one is lying with the infrastructure as a services, some feature that is lying as a platform as a services, and some feature that is lying as software as a services. The these are the tools I can tell you like Microsoft is providing, like platform as a services. If you can go, then lots of amples of things. Like for developer, we are going to use Visual Studio, Azure SDK, application inside team project, and database. There is lots of things, analytics. And when we are going to share this screen, you can see like this particular PPT. When we are going to share with you, then you can see like how it is going to be and what are the those things. So there is lots of, I think I can say like the component that we are going to use, like multi-factor authentication, Azure Active Directory, Key Vault for security management, how it is going to be worked and how it is going to be implemented in real life, like a storage account, like a storage queue, service bus queue. Like suppose how if we are going to order something in e-commerce application, and then instantly when you are going to order, how the retailer they got notification like they got something information like your order is something that place something like that. So notification part, everything, API management, API app, all those things. So all those are the, I think, combination of this particular tool makes Azure cloud. So if you are going to remove all these things, then it is nothing but this is simply cloud, and it is running going to be happen. So it is combination of all those things. So now I'm coming on that one of the, like this particular our demo session. When we are going to finish our demo session, after that what we learn this task, and this task I can tell you. So basically like right now I'm going to shoot out the question to you guys. So suppose your client, they want to implement some e-commerce application like Flipkart or mobile application or anything, and after that when they are going to implement that application, they want to save their data into the database, and also they want to implement what if something going wrong in your application, because as a developer we make some mistake when we are going to write some code, we have done some mistakes there. So when there is some mistakes is going to be happen, then is there any centralized system how we are going to be centralize all those things? So my question to you guys, so if suppose this particular questions is coming to you, so suppose right now in our LWPLabs, we are working with lots of things in AWS, but today our new client is onboarded and they won't come up with this requirement, and this is kind of POC. Like we need to provide him in POC first in Azure, and after that when they feel comfortable, then they'll provide me the project. And I'm as a senior tech lead for you guys. Then what is your, how you are going to think, like how, what is, if you are going to read out these questions, what is a strike in your mind, how you are going to implement? I'm going to be in your position, like in a team, then how I'm going to design the architect. Like I'm going to design here like very simple way, because this one is our POC. So we are not going to focus on all those area, because you guys have already mentioned lots of things. Definitely all those things, if we are going to implement the then our application is more reliable, more secure and everything. But for POC purpose, if we are going to implement it, then there is simple way, 3 point, because if you can see here, the 3 point we are going to focus here, like there is one e-commerce hosting provider. So in the highlighted point, we need to host my application. And the second point is like we are going to create our database, relational database, how it is going to be. And second, third thing is like the log management. Like if something going to be wrong, then we are going to implement that some logging part. So on high level, I can tell you like this one is going to be take care, because this one is the POC project. So we are going to be take care in that format. So focus on all these highlighted point. I can tell you like we are going to create, this one is the icon of app services, basically infrastructure as a services. This one is the icon of application insight. So this one is basically, I can tell you like the centralized log mechanism. So you can easily track your live data, or any exception or anything going to be wrong, you can easily track it. And third one is the our SQL database. We are going to use SQL database. And fourth point, we are going to make connection between all these three. Then our POC is going to be completed. And this browser is already available on our system, and we are here. So once we are going to complete all this connectivity part, then we are easily able to browse our URL and we can get that same information. So I can tell you, like we are going to complete this complete exercise uh, uh, by tomorrow. By you are going to be do, but before that, I mentioned two things required from you. Like one is like you need to create that the Azure subscription. So I'm going to just tell you for your, so right now, if that one is the my account. So if you are coming on the Azure portal, uh, I'm going to show you in the different browser. So tomorrow when we are going to start, then directly we are going to start this particular exercise. So at least you can create uh, all those things. You can create your account. And how you are going to create that account, then you can come up with here like registration. So suppose I'm going to create one. We are going to create here, and we are going to write LWP lab 123, something like that, @ gmail.com, or we can get a new email address. We can use outlook.com. We are going to use, and we are going to take easily password. Quickly we are going to take password, so here you have created that account. And after that, once you are going to created your account, then you need to come up with here like your subscription. You can create there, and from there, if you are coming, if you are going to you are going to here like start with the free trial. For at least you can start with the free trial. They'll give you credit for $200. So we are going to start here free trial. And after that we are going to provide that details. So we are going to provide like first name, okay. So right now I my phone number is already there. So this process you are going to just cover, and you if you are going to move on the next, it is going to be created, it is going to be ask your credit card details, and you can go with credit card details. I can tell you there is no any charges, 1 rupees they are just going to be charged for transactional, and after that they are going to revert back you. And once this particular session is going to be completed, then based on your I think based on your wish, if you want to continue with that account, then you can just go for the pay as you go subscription. Otherwise you can just leave it. So don't worry, like if they are going to take your credit card details, they are going to charge you ample amounts.